Hey, this is Mark Watson from MTC Media. We want to take a look back at a couple of key plays in Georgetown's overtime win over Coppin State. The first, of course, happens in regulation on a big layup by Primo Spears coming out of a timeout. We've talked about how Patrick, in his first 5 years, coming out of ATOs, in this one, what you're going to see is Georgetown had a beautifully designed play, more of an NBA set, that ended up working out here. You know, Spears had been probably the best player on the court as far as creating in the second half for Georgetown. So this ATO by Patrick Ewing ends up being perfectly designed, getting him up into space and some maneuvering coming out the timeout. Now we've been critical of Patrick in the past when they haven't had his creativity, but this is an NBA set. You see it a lot in the NBA. We cross screen to take the guy out, and then the flat screens allows Spears to decide which way he wants to go and how he wants to attack. Great call in a big moment. Here in this next clip, it's going to look like that Georgetown's done enough to win, but Brandon Murray misses 2 free throws, and you're going to see how Coppin State ends up responding to that and getting a three-pointer on the second shot that ends up sending the game in overtime, where Georgetown failed to corral the win. And at that time, it looked like uh-oh, are they going to lose this thing? The game-tying shot, you'll see Murray miss it. Now, Ewing said he wanted to foul. Later, we'll get to that. But at the very least, Georgetown has to turn the guy, bring the ball up the floor. You see they didn't. They don't get a box out, and there's the tying three-pointer. The cool thing about this is that Juan Dixon does not try to take credit for it. And in the next 2 clips, you're going to hear what Dixon's description of what happened at the end when asked, did he have a set play at the end? And then you're going to hear Patrick Ewing talk about how he wanted Georgetown to foul. I know it's early in the season, so I don't know how much you've practiced late game situations, but on the game tying 3, was that something that you guys have practiced to run it that way? Was it just they just got the ball and took off and just let it just form?
Yeah, that's just the flow. Hey, to be honest with you, I'm not taking credit for that. It was more about we did have a call on the make. If he'd have made a free throw, we had a call. But in that case, on the miss, we would have probably try to push and get a look at the basket, which Nindatark did. And he took it, with seconds remaining, and Michael was able to get, a long offensive rebound, knock the 3 down. So we do practice into the game situations. I did have a call, which I was confident that we were going to execute. But in that case, they missed 2 free throws. You got to go.
We were supposed to foul. That's my belief. Up 3 with 10 seconds on the clock. We missed the free throw. We told them we wanted them to foul, but it didn't happen, and they made us pay for it.
And then up next for the Hoyas, an early start against UW Green Bay over at Cap 1, 11 a.m. on Saturday. This is Marcus Washington with MTC Media.